This Dvar Torah is being recorded in memory of my mother, Le'ilui Nishmat, Rachel Bat Yosef Chaim, Ruach Adonai Tanichena Began Eden. Parshat Lecha starts with a pasuk saying, Vayomer Adonai el Avram, Lech Lecha me'artzecha u'mimoladetecha u'mibeit avicha el ha'aretz asher areka. Hashem tells Avram, go for yourself from your land, from your birthplace, from your father's house, to the land which I'm going to show you. Hashem tells Avram to go for himself. The purpose of using the word himself is to teach us that if you stay where you are, you're not going to grow. So you have to leave. It's for your own good. Get up and leave and grow. After Hashem tells Avram that he has to go for his own good, he says it in three stages. Hashem tells Avram, go for yourself from your land, from your birthplace, and from your father's house. The Torah is trying to teach us that if you want to grow spiritually and rid yourself from negative influences, you can't just pick yourself up and go. You have to do it in stages. It has to be a gradual and systemic process of removing the negative influences in your life in order to achieve success in your goal. Another opinion is that the Torah states this command to Avram in three stages is rather symbolic, where Hashem says, leave your land. Hashem is saying, leave the earthliness and leave all the materialism and get rid of that. When Hashem says, leave your birthplace, that also is symbolic, where Hashem is saying, a person is born into a community. Whatever goes on in that community becomes the social norm. If it's popular to be very righteous and very religious, that's a social norm. That's how a child is going to be raised, and that's how people are going to live their lives. If it's popular in that community to be lax about your service to Hashem, and it's popular to be idol worshippers, then that's how the children are going to be raised. So when it says, leave your birthplace, it's saying the birthplace also is no good for you. You had too many negative influences amongst your inner circle, so it's time to leave that also. And then the hardest part, where it says, leave your parents' house, mibeit avicha, leave your parents' house, that's the hardest test, because over there, you have a passive reliance on your parents, you have siblings, it's very comfortable to be around them, yet they also have their influences from the community, which they're passing on to you, and this is not good for you. So Hashem's saying you have to completely leave everything in your life and start anew. Whatever you want for yourself that you haven't achieved yet, if you stay here, no matter what you do, you're not going to achieve it here. It's time to leave. Now, according to the Zohar, this whole pasuk of Lech Lecha is actually a metaphor. It is describing the journey of birth, when Hashem sends a soul from the comforts of Shamayim, connected to the eternal light of Hashem, into our world, Olam Hazeh, and into a physical body. And it is now the job of that soul to leave his comfort zone of being with Hashem and create the spiritual transformation, perfecting the spirituality of the person who is hosting the soul. So what can we learn from this pasuk? When Hashem said to Avram, Lech Lecha, go for yourself, Hashem was in fact telling every single Jew from that point till the end of time that you shouldn't be happy with the current place that you're in. You could always strive to do better. It's never too late to want more, to become better, to become more righteous, to become more spiritual. You should always try to be the very best you can and not plateau when you think you've done enough.